I was with you guys in Chantilly. I don't even remember what year, but a few years ago in Bilderberg, and I loved the daisy chain megaphones. That was awesome with the windows rattling and everything. That was great.
Yeah, and the head of the CFR coming out looking like he wanted to kill us.
Yeah, that was fun. But anyways, I wanted to cover just a couple of points. As far as net neutrality, I called my congressman, and I urge everybody to do that because your call it's not just one call. It counts as many people calling, so it's not that many people, take the time to call. So I urge everybody to give them a call and let them know, to stop the FCC with this ridiculous bill that nobody can read and everything else. All right, so my second point is you touched on it with Madsen. I created a newsletter just to see what happened in my local town in Virginia, and I put like 30 or 40 copies in my in-laws' barbershop.
Good job.
And people picked it up. And all it was just quotes from, past presidents, Eisenhower, Kennedy, just warning about the military-industrial complex. And
that's right. If the tens of millions of awake patriots in the U.S. alone would just hand out business cards with quotes and websites, print out sheets, whatever you come up with, we would defeat the globalists very quickly. We could litter everything, just obnoxiously dropping things off everywhere. That's what I do.
People picked it up, and we ended up meeting up at a friend's house, and one of the guys that was there had picked up the newsletter and was like, oh, you guys wrote that? That's cool, and, when's the next one coming out? So we're like, all right. So I think the next one's going to be like a vaccines and Agenda 21 or something like that. But also another thing I used to do was print out like vaccine inserts, print out vaccine information, and go to CVS, go to all the pharmacies, and I used to, like, hide them, kind of so they wouldn't see me, but I would, like, put them out so people would pick them up or pass them out outside because, that's where people are going to get injected. So that was another direct action that I used to do. The last thing I wanted to talk about was as far as real estate. I know everybody wants to, buy a house or live in a place that's that they can afford. They don't have to go through a bank. What I ended up doing was I wanted to have some land. I got owner financing. I don't know if many people are familiar with that, but that's where your house is financed through a person and not through a bank. And basically, I actually went through a realtor. This guy was selling this land, and I was like, hey, will you owner finance it for me? I had like $10,000 because
absolutely, and if you don't pay it, he can take it back. That's one of the best ways to sell cars, land. There's a lot of owner financing out there, and that's the way to go. Or support a local bank. Local banks are not our enemy. It's the big globalist banks that are the bad news.
Exactly, but they totally went for it, and they're like, okay, cool, you got $10,000 down, we'll finance the other $20,000, and I got 30 acres for $30,000 in Central Virginia. Like it's very cheap.
Virginia is so beautiful.
If you can't afford 30 acres or whatever, like just get a couple acres. All right, so there is this type of house that you can build. It's like an underground house. It's called a wafati.
Yes.
And there's other kinds that you can build. And this guy out in the UK, he only had 2 acres of land, right? And he built this house. And it was this underground house. And the tax collector people or whatever were like, we heard you have this house. You need to pay taxes on it, and this is illegal or whatever. And he's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you can go ahead and walk around on my property, and good luck, finding what you're looking for.
But that's what the zoning is about. They're going to cut the resources off to the point that you pay for a 200-square-foot chamber what you'd pay for a large house. And they know everybody's going to then try to go off the grid. So that's what the new policing agencies are about. The new zoning police worldwide is to shut that down. You will not grow your own food. You will not have a fire. You will be under Globalon control. I appreciate the call. That's a good word I just invented, Globalon. It's kind of what we're facing here, the New World Order spirit of Globalon. Don, global tyranny. Don in California. That was a great caller. Thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How you doing?
Good, brother.
I have really sickening news out here in Palmdale, California. I came across leaflets recruiting for jihad in the local mall.
Oh, it's everywhere. There's a real push because our government's letting it happen to get the jihadis over there to take down Syria. Can you scan it and send us a copy at showtips@infowars.com?
Well, I sort of had a blended fury and terror at the same time, so I didn't take a picture.
Well, I wish you would have. Where was this at the mall? We'll send somebody there.
It was in the restroom in the Palmdale, California mall.
What level?
And it's single level, and it's very professional. It has beautiful calligraphy. They're really trying to appeal to people with little sacred passages from the Quran. It's really sick and disgusting. And
well, I sure wish you'd have got a photo, brother. But what else you want to say about that?
I just have two other points.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you on the other side. Man, this 3 hours isn't long enough. I really need to get into all this other news. Soros and Ford Foundation shovel $196 million to net neutrality groups for the White House. Let me tell you, this is not net neutrality. This is a takeover. Oh, boy, stay with us.
It's happening again. The feds are trying to ban your freedom to own body armor. In January, a newly introduced bill, H.R. 378, will take away your right to buy Level 3 and higher body armor. Katie Armor offers the most affordable Level 3 body armor packages on the market today. Protect yourself. Buy your body armor now before it's too late. Go to katiearmor.com. That's CATI armor.com. Come and take it.
I am a 47-year-old female and had a heart attack in 2005. This is Alice from New Jersey. I still get angina, even with 4 stents. I was taking nitro 2 or 3 times a week. The very first day after taking Heart and Body Extract, the chest pain was gone. Now I don't wear a nitro patch.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug-out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of Slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Folks, look at this quadrant of articles on the right-hand side of drudgereport.com. IRS Lois Lerner received $129,000 in bonuses. She was caught lying to Congress. She persecuted free speech. She got rewarded. While targeting conservatives. Hillary Clinton endorses government takeover of the internet. Quote from Hillary yesterday in Silicon Valley. This gives us a foot in the door. We need to stop, quote, different media dividing country. That's Media Matters. And George Soros is trying to shut this show down. And the Drudge Report. Flashback, in 98, she said, internet news needs a rethink. And they go on to say it's the Chinese model for censoring the web. In China, they send out bureaucrats. They sent them here a few months ago to meet with Obama and Zuckerberg to learn from them how to censor. Australia tried to adopt this a few years ago, and that was the headline in the Sydney newspaper was, Australia to adopt Chinese-style censorship. They're not hiding this. But here it is out of the Christian Science Monitor, highly respected. China's model for a censored internet, and then it gets into doing that here. I mean, do you understand? They're really doing it. They're really opening the borders. They're really launching wars against Russia. They're really moving to start grabbing education savings funds. They're really doing it. They don't care. And Soros gave $196 million, along with the Ford Foundation, to try to get this passed. And they gave $33+ million to stir up riots against the police. I mean, they want to destabilize this country. They are taking us down. These people really are enemies of this country. Please support the broadcast. I mean, the very groups trying to get Obamacare in and net censorship in, every day or two are naming me on their main talking point website, Media Matters. Then CNN and MSNBC directly take their talking points from them. White House, Media Matters, controlled media. The White House is thinking about InfoWars. The White House doesn't like us. Why? Because we got their number, folks. We know who they are. We got them. And they're scared other people are figuring out the paradigm. Because here's the deal. Once people see stuff from our angle, they learn it's not our angle. We're actually looking at it from above, from a globalist perspective, but we're not globalist. Then you find out, oh, it's not a point of view. It's that we're really outside the box. We really get it. Now, you can have different interpretations of what you see, but once you get our mountaintop view here, and you're not down, looking at the ground 1 inch from the elephant's butt, once you pull back, you see it's an elephant, or you see it's a tyrant. I'm going to go to break, a little bit of overdrive, and go to Don, because he's been holding, or no, gatekeepers first, and then Rob, then Don. I don't know about Drew and Mark, but I'm trying my best here. The good news is they cannot hide all the university studies on fluoride and vaccines. I mean, there is a new Navy and Canadian government study, 2 different ones, coming out, and they go, yeah, we vaccinate everybody, and we have record flu. In fact, our headline isn't strong enough. Navy proves flu shot causes flu. That's a good headline. The video is called Navy proves flu shot causes flu, but I saw it, I think, on Twitter, and it was like, Navy says flu shot ineffective. No. It causes the flu. There's another study, Infowars.com. Fight the enemy. Get the video that Rob Dew did, our news director. Send it out. Fight. Have a fighting spirit. I know you do, but I'm saying others that haven't gotten involved. It's not, when you're lethargic in the info war, it feels like it's terrible. But once you actually get in the cockpit, once you get in a gun pod and start blasting enemy forces in the info war and watch them blow up and then watch them counter-strike, then you're in the war. Then you can't get out. Then you're addicted. Then you're free. Then it all starts to fall into line. Now you're really alive. Now victory is within grasp. Yeah. The fighting spirit. The liberty. Rising! Rising! The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. price. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3133.